the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome in, race fans, here to North Carolina. It is the North Wilkesboro Speedway here tonight for the the short track Scrambler Series here for Red Light Racing, brought to us by our friends at GK Property Inspections, LLC here tonight. You need your property inspected? Well, you're trying to buy a house, there's no other place to go for an inspection other than GK Property Inspections, LLC. They have you covered. Apartment building complexes, they also can get that all inspected for you, race fans. But tonight, the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, well, we got the super late models out there onto the Speedway. The second to last race here tonight for these drivers, and the points championship battle, well, let me tell you, it is down to just 2 drivers here coming into the second to final race. Brian Bianchi holds a 25-point race lead over Eric Stout in that points championship battle. So tonight here at North Wilkesboro and then next week are going to be very crucial to see if Brian Bianchi can hold on or if Eric Stout can rebound, who was hot early in the season, to pick up his first championship. But it is time to get down to the grid here tonight, as they are already started to take the grid. This is your starting lineup, brought to us by our friends at Team 53. Pulling the hot shoe here tonight and starting on the front row, he'll drive car number 88. Alan Kundman will start right there, P number 1. To the outside of him, he's from Canada. He drives car number 51. That'll be Arnold Valls. How about another Canadian? He'll start second row to the inside, car number 38, the Beefy Motorsports. That is the Feeney call entry of Brandon Feeney. Just behind him, car number 54, hailing out of, well, the Carolina region. It is going to be the wily veteran of Rex Hoyle. Third row here this evening are the 2 drivers competing in the championship. If 5th place here tonight will be car number 12 out of Virginia. It'll be the Six Rings Racing, Flow Racing number 12. That'll be Eric Stout. Back into the 6th position out of Massachusetts, it'll be the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe. Number 14, MA, that'll be Brian Bianchi. Back into the 7th spot, another Maple Leaf. It'll be car number 31, that'll be Dave Bragg. And how about the guy from Massachusetts, the 13, MA, Checkered Flag, Auto Display, Granny Hips, Walkers, and Canes of Joshua Buckley. TJ Henson will start car number 62 right there into P number 9. Then it'll be the Aidan Alvecchione entry back into the 10th spot. 11th spot here tonight will be car number 40. That'll be Rob Higgins. Back into the 12th position, the reach for the top, number 70 of Steve McCormick. Back into the 13th spot, scheduled to roll off here tonight, the 20-year anniversary Checkered Flag Auto Supply. Number 30, that'll be Bob Higgins. And then the final starter here tonight, race fans, is going to be the Double V entry out of the Bragg Racing Stables Jiffy Lube Switch Tire, number 53, Victor Valls will round out the Team 53 starting lineup here tonight from the North Wilkesboro Speedway, ready to go racing. Here at the historic 1987 configuration here on the North Wilkesboro Speedway. 100 laps the distance. This time out of turn 4, we will drop the hammer here tonight. Green flags up. Kudman down on the bottom. He'll sneak down the pack straightaway as the race leader, but a great run there by Arnold. See if he can make the outside lane work, and it will be actually Gunman across the line first to lead lap number 1. Battle is for the 3rd spot. Hoyle to the outside. The Feeney call, number 38, and Brandon Feeney working the bottom side of the Speedway here. The inside lane is usually the fast way around the North Wilkesboro Speedway. See if that stays true here tonight. Hoyle going to lose a spot a little bit there. He tried to get down in front of Eric Stout. Stout said no way, and he ended up getting the number 12 down to the inside of the 54. Hoyle just stuck to the outside here in car 54. It's not where you want to be. It looks like he might be able to get down in front of Brian Bianchi, the team car of car 54. He will, except now he moves up. He drifts up in 1 and 2. Could he lose another position? Bianchi looking, taking a peek to the inside here of car 54. Looks like Brian Bianchi will be able to take the spot. Goodman last time putting in one heck of a lap time, 18.71. Not able to beat it that time by a little bit slower. As you see, the car 54 still stuck to the outside. It'll be now Dave Bragg looking to see if he can do anything with it. Riding on board the Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, number 31 off Dave Bragg here. Bragg running back into the 7th starting spot. It's where he started here tonight, actually. See him handful a little bit. Had to burp out of the throttle. Battle for the race lead up front. Here comes Arnold. Arnold taking a look to the inside here at Goodman. At the line, Arnold Valls leading lap number 6 here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. So Arnold taking his number 51 to the front, taking a scoop. There you see the 51 leading the way here out of turn 4. Everybody going single file here, trying to work themselves into a rhythm. One driver not taking the green flag here. And it looks like Victor Valls in car number 53 has not taken the green flag here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. So a very disappointing run here, I'm sure, as that team, that driver always tries to bring his best here on Thursday nights. Always one of those top competitors that we look forward to seeing on a Thursday night. There you see the cowboy of Rob Higgins. Higgins up there in Massachusetts. They got dumped on by a snowstorm just a couple days ago, just like we did here in our Pennsylvania studios. We're slated for more snow in the morning, so I'm going to assume Friday night they're going to get the same storm we're getting Friday morning. Out front, Arnold Valls, though, is leading the way. As you see, Eric Stout down to the inside. That car got a little sideways underneath Brandon Feeney. Feeney going to get a great run off turn number 2 due to that slide there by the number 12 of Eric Stout. Stout has to be careful because who is sitting right there? Well, that's none other than the driver he's battling with in the championship. See him as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes your race leader, Arnold Valls. Stout trying to work the outside that time out of turn number 2, seeing if he can dive underneath the 38 of Brandon Feeney. Feeney the other week having a great run, finishing on the podium here on Thursday nights. Dave Bragg taking a peek to the inside, just letting Rex Hoyle know that he is here. If he slips, he will start to pounce with that number 31. Battle right here. This is all the drivers for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Let's call Josh Buckley in there with TJ Henson. Stout down to the bottom, going to get a great run this time off turn 2. He'll get the nose of the number 12 underneath Brandon Feeney. Will Feeney give him the position and slide in line? He will. Feeney will just lose one spot here as he'll get down in front of the Culpeppers Bakery Cafe, number 14 MA there of Brian Bianchi. Now Stout up the speedway a little bit. Can Feeney put the power down? No, he won't. He's sideways off turn number 2. Feeney got the power up underneath that number 38. Unfortunately, it unloaded the back tires off of turn number 2. Now here comes Dave Bragg. There's that Jiffy Lube switch tire. Bragg racing number 31 to the inside. There you see the Barmacki number 54 there of Rex Hoyle. Hoyle, a wily veteran, loves these kind of tracks here tonight. Saw him fall back early. Hoyle starting in the 4th position, now running into the 6th spot. right behind the team car. Brian Bianchi, car number 14 MA, is right there. Bianchi trying to get a little piece of that grass, get that car to turn so he can try to rocket ship down the back straightaway. He saw Eric Stout do it. That's how he was able to get the run on Brandon Feeney and get to the inside of that number 38 and make the pass sideways low for Brian Bianchi. Trying to get everything that car has. Feeney running the traditional line down to the bottom side, and he'll slide it off turn number 2. So maybe the tires for the 38 starting to heat up, maybe starting to go down. See Feeney now going to work up the Speedway. Stout has run down Kundman there for the second position. Has not been able to get around him yet. Next time by, we'll be 20% into this race. GK Property Inspections, LLC 100 here from the North Wilkesboro Speedway. You saw one driver up out of the groove there. That was the 54 of Rex Hoyle. That yellow entry there. See that Ford Mustang. Brian Bianchi really all over the back end of the 38 of Brandon Feeney and just keeps catching him in the wrong spot. He gets great runs and then just nowhere to go with them. Straightaways here tonight on North Wilkesboro, not that long, not good enough to get those runs that you would really like to put down. Joshua Buckley swinging out there in the 13 MA, the Granny Hips Walkers and Canes. Joshua Buckley in his free time over the summer when he's not going to dance recitals or eating chicken sandwiches, loves to go deep sea fishing. I sent him a brand new fishing spot. Unfortunately, he's going to have to travel out to the Midwest, almost the Northwest, actually. As you see the 54 there of Rex Hoyle. Slide up the Speedway, but Dave Bragg not able to put the power down. So we'll see if Josh Buckley goes out to the lake that's named after him. I believe it was either Montana or maybe even Idaho. So call that the northwest corner of the United States. Feeney still holding on to this spot, but out front it is still all Arnold Valls here tonight. He's got that Toyota power up underneath the 51. And he's taking scoops out of this race here tonight. He took the lead back on lap number 9 and has not looked back in car number 51. Behind him as we ride on board here with the checkered flag onboard camera. You're looking back, that's Kundman, that's Stout. Stout has now fallen back there from the 88 of Alan Kundman. And then everybody's stacked up behind Brandon Feeney. You see Feeney, you see Bianchi, you see Hoyle, Bragg, Buckley. And that's the 62. There's the black and blue red machine. That is actually the 62 of TJ Henson, who is running back into the 9th position here. Brian Bianchi is trying everything to get around that number 38. He's going up and then kind of diamonding off that corner there. Trying to get the run. That time 3 and 4 did not work. Down here 1 and 2 it does work. 3 and 4 so far we haven't seen it work to perfection. So now that Culpeper Bakery and Cafe will have to go back to work. Losing a little ground there. You see him closing back in. See if he can get that 14 around. It's always one thing to get to somebody. It's always another thing to get around him. Feeney a little sideways on entry there. Maybe he can get a run here sideways for Dave Bragg back there also. Bianchi trying to fill the mirror of that 38. Do anything he can to try and get around. Feeney, a veteran up in Canada. That's right, Canada. Driving car, so you're really going to have to rattle his cage. Riding on board here with the Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe, number 14. That checkered flag on display, onboard camera footage here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Here's the throttle placement. Nice and easy back onto the throttle there. Feeney with a little bit of a wiggle. Probably learned how to wiggle from Michael Trevarthen. Great run that time into 3. Oh, just not able to come back to the power. Nice and easy here. A couple of laps by Brian Bianchi. As we ride on board with Bianchi, Joshua Buckley going to get passed up there for that 8th position. There goes TJ Henson. Henson going to get around that Granny Hips, Walkers, and Canes entry, and it looks like Rob Higgins taking a bid here on Aiden El Vecchione. Aiden back there running into the 10th position right now, trying to hold on to that top 10. And he will power move back around the outside by Aiden El Vecchione. So Aiden taking the 271 back to the 10th position. Then it's Higgins. Then it's Steve McCormick, Bob Higgins rounding out the field here tonight. 13 cars making the call with the green flag. Higgins ain't done. We'll continue to peek back in here on this battle throughout this evening. We're 34 laps into this 100-lap feature event here tonight, brought to us by our friends at GK Properties. Uh-oh, hang on to her. Brian Bianchi got a little bit out of shape there. Here comes Dave Bragg now. Maybe a little blood in the water for the 14. Wasn't able to get around that number 38 of Brandon Feeney, so now the 54 of Hoyle will go to work. See if he can get that Tuxedos by Ted's entry underneath. So Hoyle will get right to the back bumper of the 38 of Feeney. There he is, the veteran. You see Hoyle's car a little more sturdy down on the bottom side. Feeney's car a little bit loose, it's looking like. Hoyle gonna miss the bottom that time. Couldn't quite get the turn on car 54. Nothing has changed out front, race fans. You are watching the best battles out here on the Speedway at the North Wilkesboro Speedway, and it is everybody trying to get around Brandon Feeney. Aiden El Vecchione did get to the outside again here of Rob Higgins. Steve McCormick in the reach for the top, number 70. Closed back in. Aiden just not able to complete the pass to the outside there. Higgins takes the spot away. So Higgins going to take the spot. Aiden looks like he has a lot of wheel into that car. That right front possibly being chewed up here. And that may be why the number 271 is fading a little bit here back from the number 40 of Rob Higgins. Higgins has started to take off a little bit. Higgins running that outside line down there in turns 1 and 2. In 3 and 4, Feeney and Hoyle have started to pull away from Bianchi. Joshua Buckley fading off the back end of this group also. Remember, he was in the mix there for a while until TJ Henson got around him. Rex Hoyle using every inch of the racetrack. Now he has a run. Does he swing it to the inside? Shows the nose to Brandon Feeney. Doesn't shove it in there, though. He just shows the nose of it. I think Bianchi's getting a little tight off the corners in the number 14. See if he fades or if he's able to hold serve here. We're closing out on the halfway portion of this one here tonight. It's been all green flag racing, but take a look at the front of the field. There it is, 3-car battle. Goodman down to the inside. Not able to do anything with it, though. He is there. Maybe the tires on Arnold's 51 has gone away. That 88 is getting pretty big. Taking a peek back down to the inside. Here comes the 88. Allen now going to take the Harrison's number 88 to the bottom side. Arnold just runs the top side. Eric Stout, that's going to open the door for that number 12 machine. Will Stout be able to take that spot away also? Just has to be calm, cool, and collective down on the bottom side of the Speedway. That's where we've seen all the passes here tonight. Valzo got a great run, but he'll sail it high side 3 and 4, and that's just not where you're going to pick up the speed. It'll be the 12 of Eric Stout now running into the second position. Stout has picked up the most spots here tonight before the halfway point. He has picked up 3 spots running on the ticker here tonight. So it is Kundman, Stout, Vowles, Feeney, Hoyle, Bianchi, the top 6, Bragg, Henson, Buckley, and Higgins, your top 10 drivers here. There you see that second group of cars. Rex Hoyle trying to get it. He is digging. Everybody trying to use their stuff to get around the 38 of Brandon Feeney. He reminds me of a Ryan Newman out there. He's going to make you work for it. Here comes Bragg. Bragg going to get to the inside of the 14 of Bianchi. Bianchi going to see if he can defend on the outside lane. We haven't seen anybody able to defend on the outside. Well, Bragg going to slip a little bit, so that'll be easy there. Brian Bianchi will hold that spot. TJ Henson's there like, man, what do I got to do to move up a couple spots here? I got around Joshua Buckley, but that was about 30 laps ago. I haven't been able to pick anybody else off, as nobody can really make the pass here tonight. It's just that hard on this wore-out North Wilkesboro Speedway surface. As you saw Brian Bianchi sideways out of the corner of our eyes here. Now Bragg gonna slip of the wheel just a little bit. Feeney going, hey, I'm starting to pull away now. There you see the 38 of Brandon Feeney sitting in the 4th position, 1 spot out of a podium spot, but he's running down his, well, competitor, that Maple Leaf. Arnold Vowles is starting to fade back to Brandon Feeney. Feeney last time by was actually the fastest car on the Speedway. Or see who's the fastest car this time. Take a look, take a look, take a look. It's actually Eric Stout. Stout was the fastest, followed by Hoyle, then Feeney. So maybe Alan Kundman holding back just a little bit here just after the halfway point. Saving tires possibly, or maybe Stout is just that fast in car number 12. We're about to find out, because Kundman knocking on your back door. Here comes Eric Stout. Your race leader. Oh, Arnold very close to the outside wall in turn number 4. Almost got that Scoops entry up there. Gotta be careful if you're Arnold. You don't want to ding up the 51 here. You know you're after halfway. You know you're having a good run, but here comes Brandon Feeney. Feeney's going to try and make quick work of that 51. He'll swing it to the inside. Arnold's going to give him the inside if he really wants it. Down through that bump there. Feeney got it a little unloaded on the right front, but he's actually going to be able to drive right through it, drive to the inside of that 51. Arnold Vowles. Brandon Feeney will take over that 3rd position here out of turn number 4 at the stripe. It is all Brandon Feeney at that 3rd spot. Lap traffic there for your race leaders. Aidan Alvecchione goes a lap down. Oh, Feeney! Feeney was sideways. Rex Hoyle had to check up, get out of the gas, because he got right into the back of the 38 of Brandon Feeney. Good heads-up driving there by the wily veteran of Rex Hoyle to hold back and not try and wreck the 38 of Brandon Feeney. Feeney having some real big problems. 3 wide down to 1 and 2. 3 wide. Aidan Alvecchione was to the outside, and oh, they're not done yet. They're slicing, they're dicing. Now it's going to be the 14, Brian Bianchi. Look at them as they are 2 by 2 by 2 here at the stripe. It looks like a restart there for those drivers. Vowles, Feeney, Bianchi, Bragg going to make a little contact there. There's Hoyle and Henson also. These drivers are putting on a show here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway in the GK property inspection. Somebody's going to have to inspect these cars after this race. Bragg trying to hold everybody down to the bottom side. TJ Henson right now not sure which lane to take. The outside lane looks very tempting. Now Brandon Feeney will clear the 51, so Feeney will have solid control. 3 wide as Arnold opens up the middle lane. Dave Bragg goes right through it. They made it work because there's Rex Hoyle on the bottom. So now it's Feeney, it's Bianchi, Bragg, Hoyle, TJ Henson trying to pick up a spot. Then it's going to be Arnold Vowles. So Vowles going to fall all the way from P number 1 back to P number 8. The tires on the 51 possibly I say possibly. It looks like they have absolutely shredded themselves on that right front. It is just dropping like a rock. Looking at the lap times, that time by 1 second slower for Arnold Valls than your race leader of Alan Kundman. Oh, sideways for the 31. Laying posies down the front straightaway there. That's the 31 of Dave Bragg. Arnold Valls coming to pit road. He says, yeah, I can't take it anymore. I can't hold on to it. So it is going to be 64 laps in the books. You're working lap number 65. You're watching, well, TJ Henson go around the outside there of the number 31 of Dave Bragg. So first outside actual pass made here tonight on lap number 65. It's TJ Henson going around the 31 of Dave Bragg. Out front, nothing has changed. There's your two race leaders. They have checked out to almost a 6-second race lead. They put a handful of drivers a lap down here tonight already also. A little connection issue for the transponder on the 88 here tonight. So you just saw him take a quick blink. Goodman, Stout, Feeney, Bianchi, Hoyle are the top 5 drivers so far here. Closing in on 30 laps to go, and last time by about 0.2 of a second faster for Alan Kundman as he closes in. That's the number 40. Well, the Cowboy Rob Higgins gonna have to see if he can hold on to the race lead lap as he'll bank it off the outside wall. So chances are, yep, as you see it, he will not. He will go a lap down, goes the number 40 of Rob Higgins. That'll leave 9 drivers left onto the lead lap here tonight. Steve McCormick is the final driver on the lead lap. He is only about, well, I think it's 4 seconds out in front of your race leaders. Race leaders starting about 18, 19-second laps here tonight still. And McCormick is 14 seconds back, so that put him right around the 4.5, call it 5 if you're being rather generous here tonight. It is a Thursday night, so that just means one more day of work for a lot of people. A lot of these racers are going to be wore out for Friday at work. Stout fading again here off the back of that 88 machine. Gonna have to see if he can find something. TJ Henson on the move. Dave Bragg tried to fight back. He had it for a moment. And TJ Henson just kind of saying, hey there, pal. I know I'm from the south here in the States, but you're up north in Canada. A little bit closer to home. Rob Higgins coming to pit road. Higgins went a lap down. Now he comes to pit road. So that'll put Bob Higgins inside the top 10 here. Just 9 cars left on the lead lap. There you see the number 30. That is Bob Higgins. He lets everybody in that train go on through. Doesn't want to involve himself in that battle there for those positions. It's still Kundman, Stout, Feeney, the top 3 with Bianchi and Hoyle rounding out the top 5. There's still opportunities here, though, for these drivers because there's the 31 of Bragg, there's Hoyle, there's TJ Henson. They're all still stuck together. Feeney has started to pull out on this group a little bit last time by. Yes, still Feeney actually the fastest car on the Speedway last time by. Dave Bragg trying to get to the inside of cart number 54. Oh, big wiggle again out of turn number 4. So these tires are just absolutely being abused. Hang on to her, Dave. Crossed her up. Here comes Henson. He'll have a run. Oh, he slid off of the corner. It was about to be a 3-wide battle down the back straightaway. And then the 62 of Henson slid. There you see Aiden Alvecchione coming into this mix here. He is not on the lead lap. He is 3 laps down. He came to pit road. He put tires on his number 271. So Alvecchione not in the battle for this position. '54 of Hoyle has now fallen back to 7th. So TJ Henson, who sat at the back of this field here, or back of this train, if you will, for a long time, has now started to really show and flex his muscle as he's been able to pick up a couple spots. Can he continue to pick spots up? Arnold Val is creeping into the picture here also. Arnold went one lap down. He came down pit road. He put brand new right side tires on. He feels like Superman right now. There comes that 51. He'll dive to the inside down to the turn 1 here. And it looks like TJ Henson knows that that car has newer tires. He will just let him go right on by. Maybe the 51 can open up the door here, and the 62 of Henson can get around Dave Bragg. So maybe let him go and follow him through. Yeah, but it's not going to quite work. Henson not close enough here as the number 51 gets to the inside of Dave Bragg. Uh-oh, Brian Bianchi's going around. Oh, Bianchi saved it. Bianchi was pointed to the inside there, bounced it off the 51 of Val, straightened it back out as Dave Bragg lifted out of the gas. TJ Henson also lifted out of the gas, so did Rex Hoyle. Everybody allowed Brian Bianchi there to save that number 14. And now he's going to do it again. Down to the infield there goes the 14. Oh, that looks like that will end the night for the number 13 MA of Joshua Buckley. That car pulling away, and it is not straight at all. Brian Bianchi spun off the speedway down in turns 1 and 2. Joshua Buckley was coming around as Bianchi grabbed a gear, grabbed reverse, and came right back up onto the track, and nowhere for the 13 MA to go. So with under 20 laps to go, I'm going to assume every driver will come to pit road, whether it's 4 tires or 2 tires here. We'll get that replay brought up here in just a couple of moments for you. As you can see, everybody, they got to come to pit road. Arnold Val's going to stay out. He's not on the lead lap. He's already used his set of tires. Here comes Kunman, Stout, Feeney, Bragg, Henson, Hoyle, McCormick, Buckley, all coming to pit road. Bianchi's crew down there thrashing on that car as the 88 comes to a stop. See who pulls out first. See if it's 4 tires or 2 tires. 2 tire stop for the 88 at Kunman. 2 tire stop for Stout. 2 tire stop for Bragg. Looks like Feeney's going to go for 4. So the Feeney call is 4 for him. Hoyle gets out. Now here comes Feeney after 4 tires. He'll fall back to about the 7th position. So this is what happened. Watch the number 14 here. Bianchi goes in, gets it sideways crossed up. And then backed up the track, and Joshua Buckley came rolling in. On board with Joshua Buckley. You don't see him, and all of a sudden he's right there. McCormick was right there, just lucky to get through. This is from inside the number 13 of Joshua Buckley. Hard impact there for Buckley. So that brings out the first caution flag of the evening here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Under 20 laps to go with the caution flag coming out. Call it a 2-car incident there as Joshua Buckley got into the number 14 of Brian Bianchi. Bianchi had spun around. So let's see the lights go out. We do. So it'll be a 12-lap dash here. We'll see who can hang on to this one. As you see them lined up, it'll be Goodman, Stout, Bragg, Hoyle. All 2 tire stops. Brandon Feeney, the first car on 4 tires. Green flag back up. Here we go. 12 laps to settle this one out here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Alan Goodman got a great start. They'll hold Stout into second. Then it's going to be Bragg and Hoyle. Hoyle trying to go to work. Feeney not able to get around the number 70 of Steve McCormick. See if those tires come in here for Brandon Feeney, if he starts to be Superman or if he's going to have to hold serve. Joshua Buckley also got 4 tires on his number 13. TJ Henson also got 4 tires on the 62. Henson trying to take a bid down to the inside on turn number 4. Elected to not take it 3 wide. Feeney just not able to quite clear the number 70. Might be able to clear him this time down here in 3 and 4. He'll get a great run now, Feeney. 9 to go. Does he have enough laps to try and run down the top spot drivers? Feeney back to running in 5th. TJ Henson trying to get around the outside there. Now it's his turn. Everybody trying to go around the outside. McCormick putting 2 tires on. Henson and Feeney having 4 tires. Arnold Valls back there. He's on the lead lap running into the 8th position, but remember, he has older tires than everybody else. He came to pit road. You only get 1 set of tires. Rex Hoyle just set the fastest lap of the race, a 18.61 second lap for the wily veteran, but it's now or never because it's 7 laps to go. That time by at the line. Kundman way out front here, about a half a second over Eric Stout. And then it's the same distance back here to the battle. That is for the final podium position. Dave Bragg has the spot currently. 6 to go now tonight here in the GK Property Inspections LLC 100. 6 more times around this historic speedway. So does car 54 have what it's going to take? Riding on board that 4th place runner here of Hoyle. There you see the Jiffy Lube. Switch tire. Number 31 of Dave Bragg trying to hold on. Bragg picked up his first career win back in the early portions of this season back at the New Smyrna Speedway. Hasn't been able to podium since then. Here tonight, though, trying to get it done for those Maple Leafs. 3 more times. We're doing it for Dale here tonight. 3 more times. Brandon Feeney has not been able to gain any ground. Hoyle taking a peek. He took a peek, and then the rear tires unloaded out of turn number 2. Popsicle sticks going up here. Alan Kundman trying. He'll see the white flag this time out of turn number 4. White flag presented by Culpepper's Bakery and Cafe. Final trip around this half-mile speedway. Allen has checked out, but the battle is for that final podium position. What does Hoyle do here to the 31? Can he get the bump and run onto the podium? He will not, but it will be Kundman coming across the line. It'll be Allen picking up a win in car number 88 with Eric Stout, Dave Bragg, then Rex Hoyle, Brandon Feeney, TJ Henson, Steve McCormick, Arnold Valls, Joshua Buckley, and how about Bob Higgins finishing in the top 10 here tonight? Rob Higgins, Aidan Alvecchione, and Brian Bianchi rounding out the drivers that started here tonight. So a good run for Alan Kundman. Turn it on after the halfway portion of this one. He'll take the Harrison's clothing brand number 88 around the speedway here. Slow victory lap for himself. And while he does that, race fans, we'll take a quick break here from the North Wilkesboro Speedway. And we'll be back with your post-race show after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to the North Wilkesboro Speedway here tonight for the GK Property Inspections LLC 100 here tonight. These drivers of Red Light Racing took these super late models around this track and put on one heck of a show. But don't take my word for it. What do you say we hear from the top three finishers, starting with the driver of that 88, Alan? Another great run for you here tonight. Tonight, though, you dominated at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, well, after last week, I told you I love this place. So I had a plan coming in here, and it all worked out for us. I hated to see that caution, but it is what it is.
Yeah, the caution, kind of an uneventful night for you. You drop back, you get the race lead back, and then you drove away. How nervous were you, though, when you saw the caution come out with, what was that, about 20 to go or so?
Yeah, a little bit. Because I knew once we went back green, it was going to have to be nothing but qualifying laps. So I think everybody came down, took tires. I think a lot of guys took two. So I just knew that once we took the green, I think it was like a 12 lap run, just 12 qualifying laps. Because I knew Eric was gonna go hard, and those guys behind me too. So but we were able to hold on and came away with the victory.
You come away with another victory here this season in your rookie campaign. Not in it for the championship hunt, but what do you do next week when we head to that final race there at the Stafford Motor Speedway?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Those modifies, they I wouldn't say they've always been a problem for me. I've just never been fast in them, I guess. But I don't race them a lot either, so we'll see what happens. I like Stafford, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, what do you say we roll the red carpet out here for you on an eventful night, really, here from the North Wilkesboro Speedway. So, who makes it all possible to put this number 88 in victory lane and keep it as shiny as it is?
Well, first off, I just want to give a shout out to Justin and Team 53. This the setup we had tonight was badass. Probably the best custom setup I've ever raced. So shout out to him, you for putting it on and talking throughout the whole broadcast, and all the sponsors for the league. Still haven't learned them all yet. I know there's checkered flag auto supply. I hope I got that right. A couple others out there that I still haven't quite learned yet. I need to do better with that. But yeah, everybody else put it on.
There you have it. He put it on here tonight. Alan could have been going to victory lane here tonight at North Wilkesboro. The driver, though, that will finish second. Well, he came in and he had a fast hot rod. Eric, tell us about how you were able to pick up a solid 3 positions here tonight and have a chance to set yourself up for a victory.
Yeah, I bungled my my qualifying attempt. I just clipped the curb coming out of turn 4, and so I started 5th. Alan and I were comparing notes on tire wear after the first pit stop, and I was down to about 50% wear on the right front and 40 on the right rear, and he was in the 60s. But I think because I had to work a little hard to get through the traffic, get past Brandon, I think to get me into 3rd place there, and then followed Alan through when he took the lead. So he definitely had a tire advantage. I was with him there up until, I don't know, lap 65 or so, and then he just started to pull away. So I was just kind of hanging on for dear life there, just wanting to get to the finish line with 20 or so to go. I knew I didn't have anything for him at that point, but really happy for Alan for the win. I had said to him actually that I remembered, he said how much he loves this track and loves this this car and combo. So he ran the best race without a doubt. He deserved to win it, and really happy for him to get a W.
When you saw that yellow come out late, do you think you had a chance, though, maybe a bump and run, something to get underneath that number 88, and anything left in the playbook?
Realistically, not really. Starting on the outside, I was going to be at a disadvantage. I was probably going to have to run him into the grass or something to be able to get a run on the outside there on the restart, and I obviously wasn't going to do that. So my bigger concern was Dave and Rex behind me on the restart, just trying to hold those guys off and hang on to second, and I was able to do that. So pretty happy, all things considered with the outcome tonight. I think I was 25 points behind Brian coming into tonight. I took a pretty decent swipe out of that, just with the second place, and I don't know what happened to him. I think he spun or something, but I got a chance next week. I think it's still probably quite a long shot, but gonna come out guns blazing. Tour mods at Stafford, super excited for that combo. Probably my favorite one on the service, and we're gonna give it hell.
Well, we can't wait to see what you do next week. Hey, stay warm down there, Eric. I know it's going to snow down there for you in Virginia. It's going to snow here tonight in Pennsylvania for myself. But while you stay warm, who stays warm with you and keeps this number 12 rolling around the Speedway?
Well, I want to thank Team 53 and Justin, not just for the setup, but everything they've done for the league throughout the season. Want to thank Patrick, my brother, for hanging out on the pit box tonight and helping us out. Say hi to my family who tuned in to watch, and thank you for the terrific broadcast. And as always, Checkered Flag Auto Supply for keeping the lights on.
There you hear it. That's your second place runner here tonight out of Virginia, Eric Stout. The driver that picks up 4 spots, and, well, he wiggled like Michael Trevarthen would be driving that car, but it is definitely not Michael Trevarthen. It's far from it. How about Dave Bragg? Dave, a great run for you here tonight at North Wilkesboro. You were locked in battles all night long from the start all the way to the end to get that podium spot.
Yeah, it was a blast tonight, honestly. The wheel-to-wheel you can do around here is phenomenal. It's fun to try to get to the inside of someone and being able to pinch them down and hold them off. It's honestly a blast. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. I don't feel like I kind of deserve to be up here, really. I don't feel like I had that much speed in the car. Was pretty spotty during practice. Had a bad qualifying run. Couldn't find any speed, really. But then I just found some consistency, I think, and kind of lucked out a bit on that last pit stop.
The first half of this race, it looked like you were kind of just stuck there around the 7th, 6th position, riding there, watching Rex Hoyle, Brandon Feeney, TJ Henson all go at it there with Brian Bianchi. You just kind of rode there in the back. Was that a strategy that you knew that this track was going to eat the tires, so you were just letting those guys kind of duke it out, slide around?
Well, I was talking to the teammate in practice there, and I told him these tires are going to go on the right side. He told me I'd say that every week, but obviously I proved it this week. Running around in the back for a bit, I think, saved me a whole lot. Congrats to Arnold, or running up front for that first 50 was absolutely unreal. He needed some good luck this year.
Well, he got the luck. He got back on the lead lap himself and finished a little bit behind you, but the late race. You heard us talk to the other two about that late race caution. What was going through the mindset behind the 31?
I knew I wanted tires. I knew I was going just right sides. I didn't know I was going to come out third, though. And then I thought I was going to get freight trained. I thought everybody took 4, but I don't know what the team did to get me out there that quick, but those 2 tires saved my race and got us up on this podium finish.
Well, great run for you here tonight. I know we haven't got to see you all season, but when you're here, you're always putting on a heck of a show. You're sitting third in the points. It's going to be rough to get that second spot, but what do you think we can do next week with that modified?
Yeah, we're looking just to hold on to the podium for the end of the year. Third place, it's absolutely would be phenomenal for what this year was for me. A couple of bad luck races, missed a couple of races. Son was born, whole busy season going on, so we weren't able to go full out for that championship run, but it turned out to be a strong year still, and I'm happy with it.
Well, we look forward to watching you finish it off, but who finished this car off to make it look as good as it does there? Beautiful looking paint scheme here tonight.
Big Bruce, always making my cars shine. He'll be doing up my real car for my mini stock this year also, so he's on us every week. And then we got always Switch Tire, Jiffy Lube. They're always on board giving us support. And then, as you can see, your chat's always filled up with the Canadian Invasion team of you got Connor up there, Cody, his son Ethan's here every week, my brother Jamie, and my nephew Maddox is always watching, so I appreciate all the support from him.
He brings the fan club out there. He finishes third here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway here tonight in the GK Property Inspections LLC. That is going to be Dave Bragg. You heard from your winner here tonight. Kind of an uneventful walk-away win for Allen. Couldn't have been here tonight with Eric Stout there in second. Dave Bragg had the exciting race coming up 4 spots. Then it was Rex Hoyle, Brandon Feeney. He held on. He was swatting those Hornets all night long. He'll finish into the 5th spot. TJ Henson up into 6th. And Steve McCormick reaching for the top. He picked up 5 spots, the biggest mover and shaker here tonight at North Wilkesboro. 7th for Steve McCormick. Arnold Valls leads the first 50 and then fades all the way back to the 8th position. Josh Buckley. And how about Bob Higgins in the Checkered Flag Auto Supply 20-year anniversary number 30. He'll finish 10th. Then it was Rob Higgins, Aiden Alvecchione, Brian Bianchi, and Victor Valls. Unfortunately not taking the green, but he'll still get credited with that 14th place finish here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. It was a great one here for the GK Property Inspections LLC 100 from North Wilkesboro. That leads us just to one more race left on the season. It'll all come down to the Stafford Motor Speedway with the modified. That's right, a modified at Stafford. What a classic combination of car and track to host Championship Night. Championship Night will be brought to us by Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe, where we will crown a champion here for season number 10 of the Short Track Scrambler Series here on Thursday night. It'll come down to Brian Bianchi holding a slim margin over Eric Stout for this championship. That's the battle we will be watching and talking about all week long into that final race at the Stafford Motor Speedway. But we're all going to have to wait 7 days to figure out that race finish and who is the champion. So, until we see you next time, race fans, at Stafford Motor Speedway, for everybody at GK Properties, everybody with the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, and everyone at Red Light Racing along with us here from the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you in Turn 3.